Guys, so we're back here, myself, Trevor, Jeff. We're gonna demo some of the barbell cycling work that we talked about yesterday. First thing I have Trevor demonstrate is a closer grip with his hands, no contact, sort of muscle snatch. You can see he's not gonna be moving his feet, he's gonna be a quicker turnover. And then when he's done, Trevor will talk about kind of when and where he'd utilize this with inside a workout and what he's thinking about, okay? So go ahead, Trevor. Okay, so Trevor, with a movement like that, when would you think about utilizing that and what sort of workout?
So this is probably a shorter time domain workout where we're looking at a lot of the times pretty lightweight, so I would say 95 pounds and under, really depending on your skill level when we talk about cycling a barbell. I think it takes a lot of energy if you have the ability to use your hips efficiently to not contact your hips, especially in this closer grip. So we're thinking grip style workouts and lighter high rep workouts.
Awesome, awesome. Now the next one we're gonna show, Jeff's gonna step up to the bar and we're actually gonna hit the hip. We're gonna have a little closer grip, but he's not gonna shuffle the feet and he's not gonna get full hip extension. So now what he's trying to do is manipulate the bar path, utilizing the hip to kind of catapult the bar up to maybe save some of that hip extension and even grip if need be, to kind of have the propulsion from the hip to take some pressure off his grip, and if he's using a heavy hip flexor movement with like a total bar or a pull-up or something. Jeff, utilizing this, what would you be thinking about when you utilize that?
Well, for me, right away I thought, this is going to be a super high volume workout. I'm going to need to kind of hit a few positions to kind of maybe maintain a tempo and breathing. So for me, who's maybe not breathing as well as someone else next to me like Trevor, I might try to slow the pace down so I know where and when to breathe. So I may use this as kind of a timing mechanism for my breathing within a workout.
Cool. Now we're gonna move on to some squat cleans, okay? So we're gonna touch upon the squat clean and even the thruster. First thing Trevor's gonna demonstrate on this kind of touch and go squat clean method is, again, a no foot movement. And we're sticking with a lot of no foot movement because we're trying to use time efficiency. If you have to move the feet, it's gonna take more time to make sure your feet are settled. This is gonna allow you to be a little bit faster from a rep turnover perspective. So Trevor is gonna look to utilize not move his feet, and we're just gonna kind of watch him go. And what we're looking for here is a lightweight, kind of touch and go, high volume squat clean workout. So Jeff, why don't you talk about kind of what are some things you're doing and what were you thinking about?
So the biggest thing I'm thinking about is actually making sure I do keep the bar close and I am brushing my hips. I think a lot of people get confused when you squat clean, especially with lighter weights. You don't need to make that aggressive contact. The less aggressive contact we can make, the smoother the bar pull can be. And bringing the bar back down is just as important, especially when I do something like a touch and go movement. I'm trying to keep my hands relaxed, immediately catch that hook grip, and allow my arms to go straight. Keeping my arms bent is cool for 1 or 2 reps, but as soon as I have to do something paired with a pull-up, paired with anything with my upper body, I need to be as straight as possible as soon as possible.
Yeah, awesome. And other aspects that we could do with that would be maybe an early armband if we're trying to manipulate bar path, but that's going to cause more pressure on your biceps, so keep that in mind. Also, just like with a snatch, you can even utilize not hitting full extension on the way up to kind of try to save some of that aggressive hip extension, make it a little quicker movement to get under. So Jeff would demonstrate that, not quite full extension on the way up, little early armband. So you can see, Jeff kept his arms straight because he moves really well and it's tough for him to do an early armband, but that might still be something that you can incorporate. From here, the last one we're going to show you guys is 2 different thruster techniques, okay? One, Trevor's going to show, is this going to be like the end of Fran, 9 reps, you're going for it. The other would be a little heavier weight, if say the bar is 135, and you're doing more reps over time, okay? So you can see different breathing techniques and cycling methods. So So Trev, let's talk about the first one, right? 9 reps, end of frame, or like last minute of like say it's like a thruster row workout. What are you thinking for that?
So obviously turnover rate, you have a time-based or rep-based movement where you have a short amount of reps, short amount of time. I'm actually gonna increase the pace I breathe at. So people like to be relaxed and Rich Froning-esque and really breathe slow. At that point, really turning up your breathing rate is gonna help get things in and out. Then on the opposite side with that heavier rep, you wanna try to calm yourself down. It is heavy, but the biggest thing I'm focusing on when it's heavy is the squat. People's shoulders get fatigued because they don't squat well, right? So if you can focus on the squat with the thruster, it's gonna make the overhead movement much easier.
Yeah, it's something we talk about a lot with inside of athletes in our seminars is how to breathe. Breathing technique is different for everybody. Jeff will breathe a little bit differently than Trevor, depending on the workout. The other thing, like Trevor just alluded to, is understanding your body. So for instance, if you're not Rich Froning, which all of us aren't, he can pause and rest up here because he has some of the strongest shoulders in the world. If your shoulders aren't your strong point, then you don't want to try to rest and breathe when your shoulders are under tension. So you have to understand with inside what movement, where you can breathe efficiently to make yourself more efficient and preserve energy throughout the workouts. Jeff, anything you want to add to closing?
No, that's good. I like
Jeff,
that.
anything you want to add to closing? Yeah, so obviously with inside each movement, there's tons of different techniques that you utilize in barbell cycling. We just want to touch on a few of them based on what we talked about in the last video. I hope this helps. Next week we'll have another one for you guys. Have a good day.